Hey, good morning, guys. Even though I'm obviously in the process of getting out all of the zodiac readings for the first half of November, ooh, I thought that I would do a general reading for today as well. The Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Cups. The Two of Cups, hello. And the Eight of Cups was in here wanting to jump out, but it didn't. It almost did. Let's see if it comes out or not. The King of Swords. Okay. What we got going on? The Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Got quite a lot going on here in terms of, when a lot of court cards show up in a situation, it can indicate that there's a lot of parties involved in a situation. But, the page, what I'm getting a sense of, though, the Page of Pentacles, which is about a gift or a small offer, clarified by the Page of Cups, says to me that someone is wanting to make a gesture, a gift, or an offer towards someone here as an offer of apology or reconciliation. Someone's trying to come up with something physical to give to someone that is essentially an apology or in an effort to reconcile. Then the Two of Cups, which is a twin flame card, clarified by the King of Swords. What I'm getting is that this is someone that wants to offer some level of their truth. That perhaps in the past they haven't spoken their truth about this Two of Cups, this twin flame situation. And I'm picking up a masculine energy with this. This is someone that really has in the past, I'll say, kept their thoughts, their feelings, and their words close to their chest. They may have interacted with you in sort of a cold or distant nature, or just withholding of a lot of emotion. That they held back in some way towards their twin flame or their Two of Cups by not speaking their truth. So the Knight of Pentacles is typically a very slow moving, but consistent, solid, and steady energy. So this is someone who's very slowly trying to, kind of make progress here. But they are consistent, the Knight of Pentacles. That's clarified by the King of Wands. What I think that this person is kind of working on is trying to get more towards, because there's a lot of pages that came out initially and here at the end. And so that can be like a younger energy as well. But the Knight clarified by the King is that this person is trying to focus on building themselves new. They're trying to learn new things. They're trying to look at things from a new and different perspective. That they're trying to kind of become this new version of themselves, but and they're making slow progress towards that. Then there's the Queen of Pentacles here, which can be an earth sign, female energy. Again, this particular Queen of Pentacles card is a goat that is working in it looks like this goat owns a little craft shop or something, toy store. where they make the toys for their shop. And so, the energy for the feminine is going to be someone who is very, goats are, they're very clever, they're very hardworking, they're very adaptive, they're ambitious, and often they see paths that, that others don't see, because goats, they can climb along like the narrowest of ledges, and a mountainside that looks impassable. A goat will find footing to make their way through that. So, if you're the feminine involved in this situation, you may have those qualities where you're just kind of like a trailblazer, of some sort. But that clarified by the Page of Wands is, pages are typically like, and this particular Page of Wands, it can be an offer of an action, or it can be an offer of passion. But this particular page, he's kind of like, he always looks like he's wanting to ask a question, like he's curious. So I feel like this energy is curious about this Queen of Pentacles in this situation. And I would like to get some energies on this King of Swords as well as this Queen of Pentacles, in case you're one of these parties. Okay, what is this King of Swords energy like? Concern. False person. Sir. Privileged lady. Mature woman. Okay. So what I'm seeing, what I'm seeing is the energy that that came out. This was someone who I'm guessing that these are other women in this person's environment, or maybe from this person's past. They may have had a karmic relationship around them. They may have a karmic mother. And then there's this privileged lady, and that's actually what he's looking towards with concern. And so I would say in the past, I would say that this is the privileged lady that he's sort of thinking about. That's our Queen of Pentacles there. But he does have some concern over this situation. And I think that's why he's been, kind of focusing on like, how do I come back to this? What do I need to do to reconnect with this? But it does seem in the past that there was probably some, or it could still be around them, right? But there was a karmic relationship, I would say a karmic romantic relationship with a false person in the past, and then mature woman is coming out, and so they may have a karmic relationship with their mother as well. Let me pull some energies on this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, she's showing up as the privileged lady over here. And Queen of Pentacles are typically, financially stable. High honor. You are someone, if you're the divine feminine, that holds honor as being a high value. Unexpected income. Gift. See, I think that's, this is who this person wants to bring this gift towards too. Despair. So if you're this divine feminine, you've had a lot of pain about whatever past situation this was with the person who sees you as their twin flame. It looks as if they had multiple parties, and again, not necessarily multiple romantic parties, but at least one. But these karmic relationships in their lives that were probably trying to block, you know, a union with you guys in the past. And this person may have listened to a lot of that interference from these karmic situations that surround them. Right. So, yeah. So you experienced a lot of pain, and this unexpected income you may have just recently received, like a windfall of money, or you're about to, you know, I don't know. Okay. So what, let's ask this, because we see that this person is kind of working on themselves, you know, that they had held back their truth from this situation in the past. It looks like they let other people interfere with this situation. They may have not connected with you to go towards this false person that was in their environment. But so what actions are they intending on taking towards this Queen of Pentacles here in the future? Let me move this up a little bit. Okay. What actions is this King of Swords going to take? Okay, Four of Cups, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Five of Wands, the Hierophant. Whew. Four of Wands, yep. King of Cups. What do we got? The World. Clarified by the Seven of Cups. Okay. So, you know, in terms of actions, you know, from this King of Swords or this King of Cups, because, you know, this person is showing up as multiple energies. And again, they're working on themselves. So, you know, sometimes when multiple king energies show up as one person, it can mean that they're working towards, working towards their emperor energy, that they're not in it yet, but they're working on themselves. They're working on that. The Four of Cups shows, you know, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, is that this person, I think since whatever ending with you, has been just left in a space of like disappointment. You know, that they have cups around them, they have options around them, but none of these options are satisfying or fulfilling towards them. You know, and what they've realized is that they missed out on this Ten of Pentacles with you, this Queen of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles card, instead of, you know, often the Ten of Pentacles shows like a large family or a couple. You know, it's about, you know, family, enduring legacy. But in this particular card, it's just Alice by herself, you know, kind of snuggled up, taking a nap in this chair with her cats around her. So, you know, so it looks like, you know, in terms of this divine feminine energy, this is someone, again, who is very solid, stable, on their own. Maybe they have their own business, you know, but they're independent, and they're creating their Ten of Pentacles, like with or without anyone, you know, right now. That's what they've been doing. And so this, you know, it shows this person, you know, watching this and kind of just feeling disappointment, like knowing in a sense that they could have had that they could have been there, you know, sitting on that couch, you know, taking a nap with you or whatever. And instead, they're in a space of disappointment. It shows the Five of Wands, which is a card about conflict, about multiple parties fighting with each other, right? Clarified by the Hierophant. And I feel like, you know, there's a strong message here. And again, if this person's mother showed up, you know, the Hierophant can be about institutions, hierarchy, structure. It can be about marriage, but in this sense, I feel like there was sort of like a cultural or, you know, kind of family standard of the way that things are done, or the kind of people that you should be with, or how you interact with other people, or, you know what I mean, in terms of like values and whatever. I get the sense that this person did have, you know, this Queen of Pentacles in mind, in terms of even seeing them potentially as like, you know, a future marriage partner, you know, this Ten of Pentacles situation and stuff like that. But there was a lot of conflict. There was probably inner conflict, and then there were interferences from other people who basically, you didn't want to see these people together, and it interfered as much as possible to prevent them from coming together from their own sort of selfish needs, right? That they either wanted to control this person, or that they have unhealed things that, you know, that they didn't get to live their life a certain way, so they'll be damned if their kid goes and makes these kind of choices, or, you know, whatever it might be. But I get the sense that there is something to do with family, culture, community, something like that, that really created a lot of interferences with this union and this relationship and this connection. But then we have the Four of Wands, which again is that twin flame union card, and we've got this King of Cups sitting here, you know, looking at Alice with that Four of Wands. This energy has been watching and wants this union. They want this union with this person that they're not with, and who they let, you know, everybody else kind of decide what was the best thing for them, and they held their truth back there the entire time. So this person may never have even communicated what their truth was at any point to you. There may have been a connection and just a ton of interference, and so you may have that ending. Maybe you just got tired of like, what is this, right? What is this? But this person, you know, I don't think ever gave any kind of explanation about like what was going on in terms of their family, culture, community, these karmic interferences with a mother and a false person. They never explain that. Then we've got the World, which can be about the closing of a cycle or the opening of a new cycle. And we've got the Seven of Cups. And I feel like at this point, because it's Alice here with in the Seven of Cups card, looking very excited that, you know, she kind of can't wait to explore all these options. So it may be that the Divine Feminine is now in a space of wanting to explore her options, right? You know, because if you've kind of gone through this and the cycle had closed out, you know, you're not going to hang on to what, because clearly there was a lot going on that this person needs to sort out. Yeah, I mean, this Queen of Pentacles isn't responsible for any of that, right? But they let all those interferences come in. They didn't speak their truth, you know, and so it looks like you just moved on. So let me pull 2 more cards here. What's coming forward? Here's the Knight of Wands. Again, not my favorite energy in these. Okay. So it shows the Knight of Wands, which is a, you know, again, Knight of Wands can be like a player energy, right? And they're quick to passion. They're a very passionate energy. But they rush in, and then they often just rush out just as quickly. But this energy is rushing towards the Empress. It's being clarified by rushing towards the Empress. And then the Sun, clarified by the Emperor. Wow. So, you know, this okay, I'm seeing it a bit. So the Empress is here. This person does want to come back and speak their truth, try and offer a gift that is in an effort towards a reconciliation here. But here's what I'm seeing is the Empress is really concerned about this energy because this energy never explained any of this. All of this conflict that was going on I don't think that this Queen of Pentacles was even aware of any of this, because there was no communication about it, right? This person never said what was going on, never said what all this conflict was about, never said all of these karmic interferences that they were dealing with. So you probably just only saw this hot and cold energy from this person. Any deep emotions that this person had, they never communicated them. You know, and so now that this person is wanting to return, the Empress is viewing this person as the energy that they were in the past, which was that Knight of Wands. And she's worried. She's concerned. You know, she's like, I don't want that. I'm not interested in that. You see the look of concern on her face? She's not interested in dealing with that kind of player energy. And she's concerned that this person might come right back in and love bomb her all over again. And so that's the deficit that this masculine energy has to overcome in terms of, you know, bringing in an offer and a reconciliation, is essentially the ghost of his past, right? He needs to explain all of this. And whether or not any of this is going to be a satisfactory explanation, you know, I don't know. But that's how the Empress is perceiving this person at the moment. The Emperor, meanwhile, is perceiving the Empress as his happiness. So, you know, the Page of Swords is actually the only card out of the pages that didn't come out. Let me just check the bottom of the deck. Oh, it's Judgment is at the bottom of the deck. So this situation coming up. There's going to be some judgment, right? And divine judgment in this. There's a lot of stuff to heal from the past, you know, again, based on these kind of explanations, will determine whether or not there's any ability to heal it. The Wheel of Fortune, which is a card about destiny, fate. Ace of Cups, which is a card about, you know, new love. Seven of Pentacles is about building. Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. Eight of Pentacles, you know, so there's a lot of earth energy. And I'm getting, hopefully, what that indicates is that this person is wanting to ground a lot of their passionate energies and stuff that they have for this Queen of Pentacles into grounded, earthy, grounded, stable work, right? That's what, because this person has a lot of emotions, they have a lot of passion, right? We saw them as the King of Cups, we saw them as the Knight of Wands, but they need to ground that energy into the physical plane by actually making efforts, right? By communicating all of this, by backing up their words with actions. That's what needs to happen. And it's taking a lot of strength to do that, right? And they're concerned about their past. They're concerned about all this stuff that happened in the past. There's been a lot of betrayal, a lot of love, a lot of betrayal. They want to move away from that and with this truth. They want to come in with truth. Right. Yeah. So let's get some guidance cards for this situation. Prioritize self-love and care. When do you feel most nurtured and cared for? You know, these kind of situations are stressful and difficult to deal with and work through. And especially at the point of contact, if you come back into contact with this person. The guidance here is to ensure that if this person comes back to you and you do decide to talk with them about this, because those can be real opportunities for us to wobble. Okay? Like in terms of the personal development, growth, and shadow work that we've done, these are emotionally loaded situations. What it's saying is to take that slowly, to give yourself enough time and space to sit with all of it and to process it at each step after it comes through, like to basically be able to go in and give yourself time to digest all of that. If this offer comes back in, you can hear it out if you want. But what it's telling you is to take the time to make sure then, before making a decision or, what I mean, committing to anything, that you give yourself the time, love, space, and energy to process through all of that. Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things you are not. How can you reclaim your power? I think we saw that this divine feminine was definitely, I think this is actually guidance for both parties, right? This divine feminine was definitely hurt in the past, went through a lot of despair because of how this connection ended in the past. One thing is that the reason that this person never came forward with more or anything was not anything to do with you not having value, you not being amazing. This was all stuff where they were in situations, these were karmic relationships here, where they were not standing in their power. They let these people heavily influence and interfere with your connection. And this person was definitely not standing in their power. And again, power doesn't mean control, but it means having authenticity and vulnerability to be exactly who you are and go after exactly what you want, right? That's standing in your power, being authentic and vulnerable enough to connect with what you actually want and go for it. And so that's the advice and guidance for the feminine here as well. Even if a situation from the past comes back, it doesn't mean, you can choose to hear it out if you want, but even if you do decide to reconcile, again, that's not stealing your power in terms of your autonomy to decide whether or not you actually want reconnection with this person. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconnection, right? And so, you can forgive people, you can close a chapter without feeling a pressure or need to restart a relationship with this person. Those are completely choices that you are within your power to decide if you want to move forward onto or not. And it's telling you to give yourself the time and space, loving care and concern to walk through that so that you can make that decision for your authentic self. I will go ahead and get some cards. I'll get some messages from this masculine and messages from the feminine. Let's get messages from the masculine first. I should have listened to my intuition, and that came out near these karmics, right? This person listened to these people, maybe friends, family, a karmic romantic partner or ex. They listened to everybody but themselves. They didn't follow their intuition. They didn't follow their love. They didn't follow their truth. They let everybody and their sister interfere with this situation. My pride and ego led us astray. Yeah, so they didn't want to step out of the box. They didn't want to disappoint mom or, get made fun of by an ex or, have their friends, say oh, why are you interested in that person? And so instead they just stayed in that energy. They never spoke their truth. You were always my dreams and my dreams. So you may be connecting with this person a lot on the 5D, or at least they're trying to connect with you on the 5D. I wish I could have been emotionally available and let you in. I get the sense more this is now. I think that this Queen of Pentacles energy was emotionally available in the past. And maybe, because like I said, in this card, this Empress is looking towards this Knight of Wands with concern. Now she's in a space where she's not sure if she's as emotionally available as she was in the past. This person has been hurt, dearly hurt. Despair. It came out as despair. This is something that this divine feminine really, really had to heal from. And so now she's not sure if she can go back to that same space that she was in before. Sorry, I did not see your value and worth when we were together. That came out over the Knight of Wands. And again, I don't know. I don't know that that was the case. I think this is, again, this is a now. I'm reading these as like the divine feminine is now worried that she's not sure. You know, she's not, she sees you now very differently than she saw you in the past. If I'm speaking through the divine masculine, right? And so now she's actually not sure what his values are or what his worth is. Now. And he's gonna potentially have to overcome that. I never truly moved on, even though I appear so. So yeah, I mean, this whatever this connection was, it took a tremendous amount for this divine feminine to heal from this. And that's why she's not sure if she wants to go back to any of this. And I feel like too, if she sees the slightest bit of this energy, she is going to go running for the hills. Because now she's been wounded, you know, heavily wounded coming out of this. And even though, you know, she's been healing from it, you know, she's been down this road before. And if she sees these same shenanigans, I mean, it's got to be truthful. It's got to be honest. There has to be full truth coming out, because otherwise, like, you know, this Empress, her walls are a lot higher than they were in the past. And so she's going to be eagle-eyeing this person as they try and come back into her energy, because if it's the same sort of dynamics as she dealt with in the past, she's absolutely not willing to get her heart hurt again. She's not going to open it. You know, and that's the space that she's in right now, is she's walled, she's barriered to this energy, because I feel like it was a big mess in the past. This is a lot of people. Like I said, when this card first came out, there's a lot of pages here, and then a lot of people came out, you know. This was a messy situation. A lot of pain has happened. Okay, so we got guidance. Let me get this. One more. I always say one, and then I end up pulling two on these. Transformation. Yeah. This masculine energy needs, you know, there has to be. If they're coming towards this person at all, there has to be a massive transformation in terms of this person reclaiming their personal power and being able to speak their truth, and then back up their words with actions every single time. Every single time. This person has a lot of work to do. They're going to have to transform, because, you know, this is coming from a very damaged situation. But you know what, though, this card, this symbol, the stag, is, you know, a divine masculine symbol. And I mentioned here, you know, because the Emperor comes out at the end, and remember I said all of these kings are starting to pop out, and what that can mean is that this person is working towards entering their divine masculine energy. This person has been working on themselves. To what extent or degree, I don't know. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. But, you know, if this person fully does work through this transformation, and again, Scorpio season is a good time for that, right? Because that's what Scorpio energy is about. It's about death, destruction, rebirth, transformation. That is the energy of this season. And you know, if yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so this person may be capable of making that transformation and coming in with that Emperor energy. But I'm telling you, this Empress, she's not going to deal with this energy at all. It has to be this Emperor. It has to be. Otherwise, she's going to run, and she'll nope. Nope. Intent. Yes. This person, this divine masculine, needs to be crystal clear on his intentions towards this divine feminine. Crystal clear. This gold halo stands out to me. The intentions, if this divine masculine isn't coming in with absolutely good intentions, I get the sense that there would be some heavy karmic consequences for that as well. I just get that energy. So, this divine masculine better have extremely good intentions, and hopefully, with this card coming out, maybe so, right? But they have to also be crystal clear about their intentions, as well as, I believe that's guidance for the divine feminine as well. If this person does come back, ask what their intentions are, and also state your intentions, right? State your intentions. Because if you're in a space where you're like, hey, I'm willing to hear you out, but just so you're aware, this does not mean that we're back together, any of these things. I'm willing to listen to you, and not necessarily, for the sake of reconnection. If you want to speak your truth, I'm willing to listen to it. And that's being clear about your intentions as a divine feminine here as well. Okay? All right. So that's my reading for today. If this did resonate for you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box, as well as the link for my Etsy shop, where you can also book the readings. You can either reach out to me by email or just book straight through on Etsy. Okay? Okay. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good one.